Morning. I thought I'll do a random travel lodge room review. Don't know why. I just decided to do it. Um, Probably because we're checking into Butlins later on today, so there will be other videos to come. So I thought I will do a travel lodge room review. So we stayed in travel lodge overnight, and we're checking into Butlins later on this afternoon. So I'm going to do a travel lodge room review for a couple of reasons. Number one, because it was so ridiculously cheap. I'll tell you exactly where we are in a minute. So we're actually in Fontwell, which is in West Sussex, which is just probably about 6 miles from Bognor. And well, I'd like to say it's quiet, but we're right on the A29. Now, there's 2 travel lodges opposite each other, and just across the road. So we stayed in the cheapest one. Now, this room has only cost us £37 overnight. So there's no breakfast included with that. Now, I'm just going to compare, really, like travel lodge with Premier Inn. And there's very, very little difference. And I mean very, very, very little difference, really. So the room, very comfortable, very cosy. All you need for a one-nighter, even though they don't do breakfast as such, Travel Lodge do offer what's called, I believe, a breakfast box. Now it's a tenner if you want to go for it, but to be fair, there's not a lot in it. So, Travel Lodge room. As I said, this room has cost us 37 quid for one night. Very comfortable. You do get a little single bed there in all of the rooms, I believe. And we have the main bed. Tea and coffee facilities. A couple of chairs. Excuse my rubbish on the chairs. That's a couple of chairs. Heating, obviously, for the winter. A telly. It's really comfortable. Now, for like 37 quid for one night, I think that's crazy cheap. And another reason I'm reviewing this hotel room, travel lodge, is a friend of mine. She's an actress, a very famous actress. She does the talkover on the travel lodge adverts on TV, radio, and YouTube. And that is the absolute legendary Natalie Casey. Now, those of you who remember the BBC's 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps sitcom, can you call it a sitcom? She played the feisty Donna, and I know Natalie quite well, and she's great. She's probably one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. So that's another reason I'm gonna do this little travel lodge review. As I said, here's the bathroom. There's your bog. You get towels, obviously. There's your bath with a shower. And I'm not being funny, 37 quid. Now, as I probably mentioned on a previous video, when we come down on the Sunday, if we're having a 4-dayer at Butlins, which we are, which starts today, 1 p.m, we would usually Premier Inn it. And the Premier Inn we would usually use is just on the outskirts of Bognor in Shripney. Now, Shripney's only up the road from here, really. But for some reason, for the one nighter in the Premier Inn, it was quite expensive. And I decided not to do it, or we decided not to do it. I'm with Eddie and Tony, as previously mentioned in a previous video, and for some reason the Premier Inn was quite pricey just for the Sunday night, so we went for the Travel Lodge. We have stayed here before in the past. As I said, there's two. As I said, we're in Fontwell, which is 6 miles up the A29 from Bognor. Those of you who are into your horse racing, right on the edge of Fontwell Racecourse, point of fact. As I said, there's two. There's one here where we're in. Attached to this is a Burger King and a KFC, which is quite handy. The Travel Lodge across the road is attached to a beautiful thatched pub, an old thatched pub, absolutely gorgeous. And we went and we was in the pub over there all afternoon yesterday, and it's really cozy, really lovely pub over there. And so this is what you're getting for 37 quid. 37 quid for an overnight stay. And it's the bed, amazing, very comfortable bed. And even Tony mentioned how comfortable the beds are. Eddie and Tony are in 2 rooms next door, and we'll be meeting up shortly, making track back into Bognor until 1 o'clock, and then we'll be at Butlins and then let the fun begin. So yeah, I thought I'd do this little brief Travel Lodge room review, and I can't say any word against it. It's comfortable. I've got the windows open because we are right on the A29, which is really busy, but it didn't really, it doesn't really affect anything. You've got double glazing, which I should imagine will cut out a lot of the noise if you really wanted to. But it was very hot last night, Sunday night, really hot, so I've got the windows open, but I slept so well. And as I said, these rooms are so comfortable and cozy. 37 quid, Travel Lodge, Fontwell, West Sussex. And as I said, we will be going into back into Bognor shortly, within the next hour, and we'll be checking into Butlins about 1 o'clock, and then we've got a week's holiday and let the fun begin. So yeah, there you go. Travel Lodge. So Natalie, if you're watching this, I hope you will, these are the sort of rooms that you advertise and promote with your voiceovers on the TV adverts and radio adverts for Travel Lodge. So Travel Lodge, very cheap, very comfortable, can't say a word against it. Happy days. I'm going to end the video there, and the videos following this will be a load of Butlins stuff, a load of Bognor Regis stuff, and here's to a great holiday for me, Tony and Eddie. I'm going to leave it there. Catch you later.